Transformation can be reference to a lot of things in 3ds Max. For example, I have this teapot. Now I'm rotating this teapot so it's tilted, like so. Now when we go to move mode, notice up here it says view. This view means that the transformation is reference to the viewport coordinate, which is in this case is this. The Z, the X, and the Y are facing like this. Now if I change this to local reference coordinate system in this drop-down list, notice the transform gizmo is changing and following the object's rotation. Now, there are a lot of reference coordinate systems in 3ds Max, but what I use a lot are view, world, local, and parent. The view coordinate system is basically the same with world system when we are in the perspective viewport. But when we go to the front or side view, we can see the X always facing right and the Y always facing up like this. Using the world reference coordinate system will always follow what we see in the perspective viewport. The local is based on the object that we are currently selected. And the parent reference coordinate system basically useful when we are animating hierarchical object or if we are inside a sub-object mode and want to transform based on the object's level local coordinate. Now, I know we haven't talked about sub-object at this level, but at later videos we will. So this should make sense to you soon. The next thing we're going to discuss in depth is this type in coordinate down here. When we are in move mode, for example, changing this value, for example Z value, will determine the head position of an object. Now look at this button down here. This button's function is to toggle between absolute mode and offset mode. If this is not active, those coordinates work in absolute mode, meaning that they are showing the exact location of the object in 3D space. But when this button is active, we are in offset mode and notice these values in here are showing only 0. When we type, for example, 10 in the input field, the object is not in 10 units high, rather it's moved 10 units from its previous position. So again, if I set 10 again in the Z input, it will move this again 10 units upward and the values will always go back to 0 again. When selecting multiple objects, we can set the center of transformation using this drop-down list up here. For this example, I choose the rotation tool and choose the first option, which is the use pivot point center. Now when I rotate these objects, notice they will rotate on its own axis individually. If I set this to use selection center and rotate them, notice the objects will rotate as a whole, and using the center of the selection as the center of the rotation automatically. The last one, if selected, will use the center of the world or the center of the viewport as the center of transformation.